At 6, a teacher in Cheshire is on leave this morning after a video she thought she was sending privately on Snapchat is now going viral. I'm Angelo Bavaro with the district's response.
A disturbing case of violence in the capital city. One teen is dead, another charged with murder. I'm Matt Karen reporting what police are saying led up to the deadly confrontation.
A new report from the state auditor's office has found some big issues with the Department of Developmental Services. I'm Kaylee Collins with a look at those findings.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
6 o'clock Tuesday morning. Thanks for being with us at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. A good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Let's get things started with a check on the forecast as we get over to meteorologist Matt Scott. A comfortable morning out there.
It's not terrible.
No.
It is noticeably cooler than it was yesterday at this time by about 15 to 20 degrees. That's all. We don't see that too often. And we don't see it too often where we start and then cool down to where we should be. So here's what you need to know before you go. It is noticeably colder temperatures this morning and this afternoon and for the work week. We're not really shaking this up. We are shaking up the winds a little bit, so we have that red flag warning up again, looking at northwesterly winds sustained later on, maybe a little blustery. So looking in the afternoon between about 20 and 30 mile per hour wind gusts. That's enough for trouble with the brush fires because it is once again dry out there and staying that way. There's nothing on the satellite radar. It looks like a little rain trying to hold together even a couple of snow showers way upstate New York, but that's not going to make it over into here. 51 in Hartford. 52 in New Haven. That's not bad, but again, numbers yesterday were in the 60s. And look at the warm-up today, or lack thereof, as we look at the school bus forecast. Sunny and breezy later on with temperatures that are going to be nice, but a little more closer to where they should be, unlike where they've been. Talk about some low numbers on 7-day. That's all coming up. See if we can find some rain as well. 6:02, let's find Rachel Piscatelli standing by with a look at traffic. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Overall, it's been a nice morning commute so far for our Tuesday with no major delays on the roads this morning and the skies either. Taking a look across the state, we're over in Hartford, 84 east and westbound. The volume is light over in Middletown, Route 9 rather. That looks okay this morning too. New Haven and Westport all looking good. We did have some earlier road work in Westport that has cleared. Your state line drive times New Haven to Rhode Island is 66 minutes. We're under an hour from New Haven to New York on the southbound side of 95. Tim and Erica.
Rachel, thanks so much. Well, this morning, a teacher in Cheshire has been temporarily removed from her school after a video that she sent on a social media app has gone viral.
Yeah, in it, the superintendent says the teacher was, quote, expressing her personal opinion and not those of the Cheshire Public Schools.
Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro is joining us live in Cheshire this morning with much more. Angelo.
Erica, Tim, good morning. And we can't confirm what was said in that video, but a right-wing X account did post what it claims to be that video. You may have seen that post. It's now been shared tens of thousands of times. In that video, a woman talks about politics. Now, the district has not confirmed the identity of the teacher or the school that she teaches at. In a letter to families, Cheshire Superintendent Dr. Jess Sloan said the teacher's video was meant to be a private message on Snapchat, but someone recorded that and posted that video to social media platforms. In response, Solon says, quote, the Cheshire Public Schools is reviewing this situation as a personnel matter, and as such, we are following all applicable laws. That being said, it is immediately clear that it will be impossible to conduct business as usual for our students and staff without temporarily removing the teacher from the building, so we have done so until the outcome of the investigation. Solon went on to write, quote, I would encourage civil conversation and ask that everyone, particularly adults, work to try and bring down the temperature for the benefit of all Americans, but especially our students. Now, Solon says the district has been flooded with calls and emails regarding this incident, mainly from people outside of the Cheshire community. There have been no direct threats to the school at this time, but he does say there will be an increased police presence out of an abundance of caution. We're live in Cheshire this morning. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Angelo, we will check back throughout the morning. Meantime, 2 young people accused in connection to a teenager's death have been arrested. Fox 61's Matt Karen spoke to Hartford police about the case. He has an update.
Well, the actual crime occurred on Friday, and by Sunday, police already had 2 people in custody. Quick work in a complex and disturbing case of deadly violence. Homicide in Hartford.
It's time for me to move.
An 18-year-old's body found here in Pope Park West, wrapped in a comforter. Someone driving by saw it and thought it was suspicious.
From there, the case started rapidly evolving.
The state's chief medical examiner determined the teen was shot multiple times in the head and neck and identified the body as that of 18-year-old Jose Edgar Martinez.
Nobody really do them.
Police determined Martinez was actually killed on Friday at his basement apartment here at 158 Magnolia Street. Police were able to obtain surveillance video showing the suspects, a 17-year-old male juvenile and 21-year-old Sender Soto Velez, dragging out the body.
We were able to find some video of 2 gentlemen bringing what looked like a body outside of 158 Magnolia Street.
It's where Sharon Whitehead lives, at least for now.
And I'm a retired juvenile detention officer. That's sad.
She's making plans to get her and her granddaughters someplace safe.
It's scary. Why out of all the houses, why mine?
Whitehead told Fox 61 she heard 2 gunshots Friday, but didn't call the police.
We're used to hearing gunshots. You don't think anything about it.
Detectives quickly identified 2 suspects and a vehicle they were looking for, located that vehicle on Park Terrace, where the suspects were arrested.
Sat on it, did some surveillance. When it moved, our patrol division and our Southwest community officers stopped the vehicle, took the 2 into custody.
Hartford Police Lieutenant Aaron Boisvert told Fox 61 the suspects were all related and lived together. As for a motive,
we're working a couple theories. Again, the most prominent is there was some sort of disagreement in the apartment that went bad, turned into a physical altercation, which turned into homicide.
the 17-year-old is now charged with murder. The 21-year-old is charged with evidence tampering and hindering prosecution. Hartford police say more charges may be added on in the future. Reporting in Hartford, outside police headquarters, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Matt, thank you. It's 6:07 here on this Tuesday morning. One group that tracks roadway deaths says pedestrian deaths are rising in Connecticut this year. Fox 61's Kayla Cade shares how some community members recently paid tribute to a woman who was killed by a vehicle just last week.
There have been multiple pedestrian deaths in different cities like Bristol, New Haven, and here in West Hartford. On Monday night, a memorial vigil was held for a woman hit and killed last week. You can see friends and family leaving flowers in a memory of her. Patricia Brulat was her name. On November 8th, she was hit by a driver on Oakwood Avenue near St. James Street, according to police. She passed away the next day. Amy Watkins is the manager for Watch for Me CT, a program of the Department of Transportation in Connecticut Children's. She says they are tracking the amount of pedestrian and bicyclist fatalities.
We've lost almost 300 people on our roads to traffic crashes, and about almost 70 of those are pedestrians and bicyclists. So there's really an uptick this year, again from last year, of how many people have died on our roads.
Her death was one of many in recent days across Connecticut. In Bristol, police say Anthony Fasadini was hit and killed by a vehicle Sunday on the Barnes Highway near Lincoln Avenue. And in New Haven, another deadly pedestrian crash, where 41-year-old Luis Timbila was hit and killed. Watch for Me CT is hosting a World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims in the U.S. It will be on Sunday in New Haven from 1 to 2:30 p.m. For more information, visit our website at fox61.com. In West Hartford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Kayla, thank you. Well, a man accused of stabbing a police officer in Woodbury is expected back in court today. Police say Tyler Wilmot stabbed Officer Tim right in the neck. Prosecutors say it was a millimeter away from his carotid artery. Body camera video showed a struggle before the incident. Officer Wright has recovered from his injuries. Wilmot faces an attempted murder charge as well as other crimes. A new report from the state auditor's office has found some major issues with the Department of Developmental Services process.
Yeah, the auditor said the department doesn't have enough urgency in investigating reports of abuse or neglect of people with intellectual disabilities.
Fox 61's Kaylee Collins is live right outside the DDS office in Hartford with more.
Erica, Tim, yeah, that report found that nearly 20% of the investigations into reports of abuse or neglect were significantly delayed. That 34-page report was looking into discrepancies between the period of time from 2021, fiscal year 2021 to 2022. Now, typically the department is required to complete an investigation within 60 days of getting a complaint. The audit found that nearly 1 in 5 of those investigations were completed late, anywhere ranging from just 1 day late to 439 days overdue. The report says that those delays at times put people at risk. The report also found that the department has a sizable backlog of mortality reviews. The DDS has a committee that's supposed to review the deaths of all of the people that it serves within a 90-day period and then submit a report to a review board. The audit report says that during its review, they found 66 mortality reports were conducted. None were completed on time. Now, the primary recommendation from the auditor's office is to address these shortcomings is for the DDS to ensure it's adequately staffed and to also increase its security checks. Now, advocates say that these are the same kinds of issues that were recently found with the Department of Special Education Services here in our state as well. Reporting live in Hartford this morning, Kaylee Collins, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.